Hey everybody, this is Stormy with the capital Z coming at you with the finals for Return to the Jungle number 6. And to the surprise of everybody, it is going to be the Return to the Jungle number 5 champion, Lucker, spawning at the top right as the purple orc. He will be placing Return to the Jungle number 4 champion, Hippo, spawning as the red human at the bottom left. It's going to be Hippo versus Lucker. First map is going to be Amazonia. It is a best out of 3, of course. Early on we used to have rules of best out of 1, which later on got altered as per people's request. We may have some alterations later on as well. Once we had a best out of 5, it seemed rather too much, so we went back to best out of 3. So both of these players are very well known. This is Lucker's second time in the tournament, in the series. This is Hippo's 5th time in the series. He only didn't play one of the series. The rest of the series he played every single one of them. And 2 of the times he got up till the semi-finals. He was the bronze champion. 2 times he was the finalist, 1 time, and for the 4th time he became the champion himself. Going in for Archmage. Lucker on the other side going in for Farseer. Farseer versus Archmage. Let's see how this turns out to be. Lucker most likely won't be concentrating on any kind of creeping. From what I can reckon here, this is likely just going to be that Farseer that heads in towards the human player's base, goes for the harassment immediately. You can have a really strong early game if you harass the human player, take down some of his peasants, stop him from getting that lumber while going tier 2. Scout Footman heading in towards Lucker's base to check up what is cooking. Of course, there has been no scout whatsoever by Lucker thus far. He is expecting a pretty standard human build, nothing very special from there. Farseer is out, and maybe I was wrong. It appears that Farseer is going to go for some creeping, getting that grunt over there to prepare. He's going to try and get that static shield there. He didn't get it. Didn't get it. He doesn't want it anymore. He's shifting attention, going in for the assault, going in for the early harassment, while Hippo goes in for this camp here. He's done creeping over one of them. Now this is some time lost by Lucker, I must say. At a game with such high stakes, Lucker has sacrificed some few seconds that he could have used to get to Hippo's base. If he got here about 5 seconds earlier, he could have engaged with the army that was creeping there. He could have tried to deal some damage on the workers there. Hippo nicely pulling the peasants towards the back line, trying to defend them. Lucker going to resummon those wolves as they were weak, denying any kind of experience to Hippo. Now Hippo needs to be careful. He is going tier 2. Any of the peasants that he loses, he won't be able to remake them again at the town center, the town hall, or the keep before the tier 2 is ready. So that lumber supply is very necessary for him. He is trying to pull Lucker away using the Archmage, and he's doing a pretty good job with it. Got a Gauntlet of Ogre Strength and a Circlet, so got some extra HP with that stuff. Not too much though. Footman, Scout Footman attacking that Voodoo Launch, got it down to almost 50% there. And we've got to be careful here. Archmage is down to like 200 HP. Lucker is on his tail right now. He does not want to let him escape. Going to go around the trees, doing playing a fairly good game over here, Hippo, and hesitated for a moment there with the Archmage. What's it? Is he gonna go back? He tried to attack the wolf there, which got timed out and resummoned. Voodoo Launch completely repaired. If Lucker did not repair that early on, it would have been sort of disastrous for him if Archmage came here and then started attacking it with the elementals. Archmage did try to go in towards the burrows, tried to attack the burrow line with some elementals. And Lucker facing off against some footmen in the middle, it appears. We got some grunts here. Surround. Sort of a surround coming in on that Archmage, but Archmage will manage to escape. Footmen are on the back line. Needs to Run faster than the elemental, otherwise it's also gonna get caught. Elementals are slightly slower, of course. Elemental will get caught, and that will give some small amount of experience to Lucker. While Hippo goes to creep at the green camera in front of his base. Mountain King coming in, tier 2 is ready. And good thing for Hippo would be that he didn't lose peasants. He didn't lose peasants, all of his economy is safe. His archmage is pretty weak though. Rifleman coming in. Riflemen just work against Night Elf, just work against Undead, and now they even work against Orc. What do we have here? My curse worked, and I wish Orc wins. Let's see how this game turns out to be. As Hippo will lose one elemental there to Lucker. Lucker gaining experience now. If you want to look at both points, Lucker is still currently sitting at level 1 with the Farseer. Hippo on the other hand is sitting at level 2.5. Hippo is ahead, and he will reach level 3 with his Archmage first if he goes for some creeping, which he is. Lucker, I don't think he's gonna reach level 2 with this. He's gonna need one more camp. Yeah, he's gonna need one more camp. He didn't kill it! Why didn't he kill it? Ah, I was wrong. Farseer level 2 with that troll trapper being killed. Warmill is down. Torn Chieftain coming in for Lucker. Mountain King is ready. And now Hippo want to get both of the heroes to level 3. Lucker may want to do the same, or Lucker may choose to play the Blade Master game, and oh, this looks bad. Hippo didn't get this round though. Lucker manages to escape, but we got a second Stormbolt incoming. Lucker doing the right thing of putting that wolf in the way. Lucker managed to save his Farseer by putting that wolf in the way. Torn Chieftain will creep out this camp here, orange, and will go for more camps with the army, while I think Lucker will play the Blade Master type of game where the Farseer will act like the Blade Master and just lurk around the human player, deal harassment, try to jack, try to kill whatever he can, while the Torn Chieftain goes for the creeping. And yeah, that's exactly what he is going for. Torn Chieftain will creep, Farseer will harass, and Hippo is very nearby. Lucker spots him. Stormbolt! This looks bad! Lucker's lost the Farseer to the Stormbolt Thunderclap combination. I was about to mention something about Thunderclap and versus Bash there, and Hippo went in for Bash, which worked out amazing for him right there. Currently Hippo is sitting at an army of 43, Lucker at 38. Of course the 5 lost that he has is from the Farseer. Now he's getting it back. Some upgrade coming in for these Shamans. You can go for the Static Shield, place it on your Torn Chieftain and ram it inside the army of humans. And looking at Hippo's army, if Hippo goes for Spellbreakers, this can counter that perfectly, but that's not the case here. Hippo sending in the Mountain King, thunderclapping all of the units, getting all of it, and now trying to back it out. A Purge going off, tried to momentarily block Hippo's Mountain King there. A Storm, but didn't really get all of it. The Storm did not get anything actually. That's really bad for Lucker. Hippo now having a very good army, very decent army. A Storm didn't get all of it once again, and will speed scroll back to the base. Farseer is back. Torn Chieftain will hit level 3 before the Farseer, it appears. Purge, super useful against elementals. Level 3 on that Mountain King. Back at the base. Do we have any upgrades? Lucker has the attack upgrade for Rifleman, and he's getting some sorceresses. I'm going to say Hippo has some attack upgrade on the Rifleman, and sorceress is incoming, of course. That will give him a 50-foot army. After that, I think he will head in for the push. Lucker trying to creep this camp out. Level 3 Torn Chieftain. Level 2 Stomp incoming. Level 2 Stomp incoming. He didn't do it. He wanted to keep it for the Mountain King perhaps? Mountain King may get taken out there. A few purges. When did he get that? He bought it from the shop and then used the potion of Invul. Wow. Thunderclap, Stomp, Hippo pulling in peasants, Militiamen forcing Lucker out of this whole scenario. What is this? Hippo placing a shop inside the base of Lucker. This is bad. This is terrible for Lucker. If you think about it, if you put down the shop, you get 2 ivory towers. If you put down another shop, you get 4 ivory towers. And lovely stop there. And a static shield. Lucker needs to force Hippo out of here. Right now. Otherwise, this game is gone. Shop is ready. Mountain King heading towards the shop will heal up using some items. Lovely War Storm getting all of it. He needs a Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning on the Mountain King. Thunderclap going down. Killing a couple of runs there. Level 4 on that Archmage. Lucker forced to TP, but he will call for the GG as well. Game number 1 goes to Hippo. Map that Lucker is selecting is Last Refuge. Okay. Alright people, game number 2 incoming. Lucker vs Hippo, and it is going to be on Last Refuge. Let's update the scores on Booster. Booster isn't coming up now. Sometimes that happens. And I have no answer for it. Oh, now it's up. We got Hippo spawning at the bottom left, blue human, and Lucker on the top right, red orc. All on the line for Lucker. He has to win this to get a tiebreaker round. And what do we have here? Lucker destroying a building there. I think he's changing strategy. Not sure if he put down a barracks or a war mill there, or a shop. Probably a shop. Going for the early aggression would be something that he wants to do, I guess. It's going to be Farseer once again. Lucker is sticking to single burrow altar, and perhaps going to put down a shop with this. Sending a peon towards the enemy base. Or no, he's gonna put down the shop towards the outer end of the base. I think that's gonna be it. I wouldn't really call this the outer end of the base either, though. Thing about Lucker is right now that you don't want to send out your peon this late. You want to send it out pretty early if you want to scout. And looking at his build, I was sure this is going to be a distant voodoo launch. That's not the case. Lucker going in with... Oh no, that's bad. Lucker's peon got ensnared there. We'll release in a moment. Hippo going to pull those creeps away and try to get some units from there. Hippo actually selecting a Blood Mage is something that I did not cover earlier. I did see it though. Blood Mage versus Farseer, and Blood Mage on this map, Banish is going to be the first spell that Hippo goes for. You can banish the Farseer, but you can't stop it from putting down the Spirit Wolves or putting down the lightning, chain lightning that is. Banishing your own units is a strategy, of course. No chain lightning just yet. Hippo losing a peasant. Not something that you want to do. Hippo has enough wood to go for tier 2. That's not the case for him though. He isn't going tier 2 just yet. I think he wants to set up an expansion. Lucker's tier 2 is 50% done. He will try to attack the main, and he should kill this peasant here right away. Could have done that, but he wanted to go in. He wanted to go deep in the base. This Farseer is getting low. Lucker needs to be careful. He didn't look at the hero, it appears. No, 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 no. Lucker may lose the hero to a peasant there. This is risky. Lucker needs to back out with the hero right away. One single hit from anything can kill it. Hippo will pull out the creeps here and start creeping then. Reaching level 2. Okay. The Spirit will kill back at the base. Gave him some experience bits. Siphon mana being used to charge up the mana for the troll. Will siphon mana for the magi. Put it on the troll perhaps and again. And yep, I was right. Hippo wants to go for an expo. Lucker staying at the tower. He wants to pick up a tower hero, it appears. But what's gonna be the hero? Pit Lord? It's gonna be the Fire Lord. Lucker going in with Spirit Wolves and Lava Spawns. He wants to deny that expansion. And he wants to do it really bad. If he manages to do that actually, he will get ahead of the game by a mile. No expansion, no tier 2. Hippo will be left high and dry. Hippo banished his Archmage Blood Mage momentarily. Siphoning off some mana from the Fire Lord. Still has enough mana though. Needs a bit more to summon the Lava Spawn. The Town Hall Center is coming though. The Town Hall is being made. Siphon mana all across the board there. But Lucker needs to concentrate and try to attack the expansion that's coming up. Take out the peasants. More peasants being pulled in by Hippo. And yeah, as long as you don't tech up, you can make as many peasants as you want back at the base. Oh no, this hero is stuck. The hero is going to get taken out by workers. That is bad. Lucker's although destroying, killing all of these peasants there. He may manage to stop the expansion from... Nah, he's not going to do that. The expansion is definitely coming up. Trying to destroy the tower and deny the tower at least. Level 2 Fire Lord. Went for Incinerate. Going in for Incinerate. burst damage. 2 grunts being banished. Spirituals are still there and still kicking. Blood Mage is weak for Hippo, but it is still firing on all cylinders. Fire Lord is weaker. The tower came up surprisingly. What he says, I hope Hippo, not even Hippo, he says Hypo. Hypo gets defeated. What do you have against Hippo, man? He's a good guy. Anyways. Lucker back at his base, trying to recover what he lost. Getting his heroes and stuff back to full strength. Now, here's the thing. Here's a slight little benefit that Lucker has. Lucker has tier 2. Lucker has tier 2 stuff ready. If he can muster up a good army, sizable army, perhaps counter expand and then go and hit Hippo, I think he can come back in this game. But that's not what he's doing. He wants to attack the expansion right away. And that can be suicidal in a way. Although Hippo's Blood Mage is still weak though. Only just buying a scroll of heal. That's a scroll of regeneration rather. Going to attack the Arcane Tower. Hippo gonna mass repair that. This time it won't survive, I think. It will not. A second Arcane Tower coming in. But it's gonna take up some time to make. Blood Mage now at level 3, but there's so much that a Blood Mage can do as far as firepower is concerned. Farseer and Fire Lord, they can deal some good amount of damage. Level 2 Farseer, I can see some chain lightnings coming in, but we need some mana on the Farseer first. A lot of peasants being pulled in, a lot of militiamen that is. The creeps, the summons will stay behind, and we got a multiplication on the fire lava spawns. Incinerate going across there, some AoE damage. Mana being siphoned off of that Farseer, all of the mana dried. Actually, both of the heroes are now dry. The Farseer and the Fire Lord won't be able to deal too much without the mana that they need. A lot of raiders on the field, but of course they're being banished at the same time. Blood Mage sucking up all the mana from wherever possible. Getting casters in the fight would be a bad idea for Lucker, looking at how much mana drain is going on. I think Lucker is getting ahead. He needs to stay in there, and he needs to stop those towers from coming up. Of course, raiders have siege damage, and if you have pillage, you can even get something back from everything you attack, the buildings that is. Lucker wants to head into the main. He's gonna try and destroy the Altar of Kings first, it appears. Ensnare going across some units. And Lucker doing the good job and right thing by killing these peasants. The main's disrupted. Hippo won't be able to do too much with the expo. Incinerate. Level 3 Fire Lord. Lucker will back out momentarily. He is feeding the need of the Shadow Hunter. I think going third hero as the Shadow Hunter would be a really good idea for Lucker. Or go for the Alchemist. You need something that heals your army against all of this. And Lucker doing the right thing. If he takes down the barracks, no more military production for Hippo. And that's exactly what's gonna go on now. Hippo can of course put down some barracks at the expansion. Also, Hippo can buy something off of the Merc Camp, but the Merc Camp has limited stuff. Barracks destroyed. Very interesting game so far. A field voodoo launch for Lucker. That's going to help him ransack that expansion for Hippo. Where's Lucker going? I think he wants to creep out his shop, buy some items from it. Tier 3 coming in. We got double Torrent totems coming in for Lucker. Lucker is going for Torrents. And looking at Hippo's army production, he doesn't have any barracks, he doesn't have any tier 2 stuff. Hippo didn't manage to get tier 2. And okay, Hippo's gonna go tier 2 with this expansion. Now there's a little benefit that you get by doing this. If you take up your expansion, you can use the militia call to arms at the expansion and at the main, which is amazing if you ask me. And I think human players should do more often. Lucker has a bigger army right now. Hippo will not be able to fend against this. You can see 45 over here, but out of that 45, 23 is just workers. So basically, Lucker has like 10 plus of an army against Hippo. When it comes to the army, Hippo banished that ogre mauler, but it's gonna come back to life real soon. And of course, there's a weak point to banish as well. If you banish your own units and there's a chain lightning coming in, your unit's dead. If there's an incinerate coming in, that's also going to incinerate is also going to damage the unit. If there's a unit beside it dying, Lucker's Farseer now level 3. Some mana being siphoned away. Didn't really get too much though. Lucker gonna go and hit the main. The main is although being towered up really good. Raiders coming in, and yep, it appears to me that Lucker is going for Torrents. It's gonna be Footmen Militiamen versus tier 3 Torrents, and I don't really see this game going any other way. Hippo's Blood Mage is level 4 though, and just about to hit level 5. If Hippo can get this Blood Mage to level 6, then I think he has a chance to come back in this game. Which can happen, looking at the way he is managing his peasants, the militia line and the footmen. He can kill a lot of these fires, lava spawns, spirit wolves, and try to get what he needs. A lot of peasants dying here, giving Lucker a lot of experience. But Lucker also losing the majority of his army there. And oh, Fire Lord, I mean to say. Fire Lord almost got killed there.
A player's forces are under attack.
A footman, a pesky scout footman, sent into the base of Lucker to just be annoying. Can easily be killed. But Lucker has better things to do. Lucker needs to concentrate on the army, on the battle. He's going to use his forward emplacement, the Voodoo Lounge, to heal up him a bit. First Torrent out on the field. Hippo will not be pleased to see that. I think they already got pulverized. No attack upgrades though. Hippo coming in, going to try and attack that forward emplacement. But he will end up losing. No, he won't be losing it. A chain lightning and kill it, but no mana there. Oh, we got altar ready and Mountain King coming in from the altar. Hippo needs to get this altar ready. Ensnare. Ensnare. The best thing about ensnare is that you have ensnared the peasant, but they can't operate from there while they have ensnared. A lot of mana sucked out of that Fire Lord, although the altar is down. And so are Hippo's chances of coming back into the game. Level 5 Blood Mage, a glimpse of hope, Incinerate. Okay, we're trying to go after the vault now. Taking out the shop is necessary kind of right now. And taking out the castle for him would be just phenomenal. It would be GG. If Lucker somehow manages to ransack this castle, it is definitely GG. Because Hippo... The main is not a castle, it's not a keep, it's not tagging. Hippo put up some Griffin Aviaries and trying to put up our altar there. Now here's the thing. Hippo's building whatever he can. Tier 3 is coming in. All Hippo has to do is try to maintain the just try to maintain what he has. Just run around from his main to his expo and from his expo to his main. As soon as the tier 3 hits, we're gonna have a Griffin Rider party. Flame Strike can be useful in this scenario. Lucker, as I said earlier, he needs to take down this castle. He's trying his best to do that. Hippo trying to repair it with everything he got. These towers at the back line helping Hippo out immensely. The Torn was stuck against the wolf for a momentary amount of time. Lucker forced back to his voodoo launch. Bat Rider's coming in. Lucker knows. And he's also getting liquid fire upgrade. Lucker knows I think we're gonna have a pause. So Lucker saw what was at the base of Hippo, and he is reacting to it perfectly. Because if he doesn't do anything about it, Hippo's going to steamroll against his army and his base using Griffin Riders. You need time to strategize. Nah, I'm kidding. Probably has some personal stuff, like everybody does. Well, analyzing the game, Hippo is currently at a 38 food of an army. Army as in most of it is just peasants. Lucker is at 59, and Bat Riders don't really cost a lot, but Bat Riders is exactly what Lucker needs to deal with what Hippo is going for, that's Griffin Riders. Once the Griffin Riders are up, they can easily steamroll down through anything that Lucker currently holds in his army. So Lucker will be needing those Bat Riders to burst up. Level 3-3 for Lucker and level 5 for Hippo. There's also one whole scenario here where, in case somehow Hippo manages to get the entire army of Lucker, yeah, he will need the entire army, by the way. If he kills the entire army, the Blood Mage is going to be level 6. Once it hits level 6, then I don't think there would be any chance of Lucker coming back. Bat Riders or not. Alright, Lucker's back. Let the game begin. Griffin Rider is coming in. We've already covered all the possibilities that can go off. Hippo trying to cover up the entrance over here with the farm. Oh, no, no, no. Hippo needs to not lose the Blood Mage there. Disenchant on the Banish. Hippo managing to get it towards the inner side. This would have been disastrous for Hippo, although he did have a TP and Poison of Heal. Mostly he should have been fine with that, but here comes some Bat Riders. They got Liquid Fire upgrade. The buildings under the effect will be irreparable for a small amount of time. This looks bad for Hippo. Lucker will run over the base. The Griffin Riders may not be on time. Here comes the first flock of Griffin Riders, but the Bat Riders are gonna explode! Incoming, 2 of them explode, but 2 of them wasn't enough to actually kill the Griffin Riders. You need a third volley, it appears. Hippo will try to use whatever he has left to kill what Lucker has now, and if Hippo manages to do this, this will be pretty good for him. What was that? It was the Incinerate effect on the Griffin Rider. This Griffin Rider is under the effect of the Arcane Staff of Sanctuary. It's gaining HP every second, and we got... Oh, lovely! Hippo can do this! Hippo can banish the Bat Riders and then use the magic attack of the Griffin Riders to kill the Bat Riders. Lovely strategy. And Bat Riders are good enough. Yeah, I mean, if you kill a good number of Bat Riders, you're gonna gain level 6. Oh, I heard it right. We got a Paladin on the field for Hippo, and yeah, the interface is gone. Well, it's there for you guys, but it'll come for me too in some time. Now is when Lucker needs to be careful. Okay, one Griffin Rider was actually chasing off of to Lucker's units or base. I don't know exactly what it was doing there, but it got murdered. Level 4 Fire Lord. Has to be some sort of change in strategy for Lucker now. Fact of the matter is that Hippo managed to reach at this point even after all of the attempt by Lucker stopping his expansion from coming up, delaying it, then attacking his main. Now the thing is, Hippo needs to back out this Blood Mage while the Paladin creeps, otherwise he won't be getting full experience if he wants to level up the Paladin too. And he can easily level up the Paladin, by the way. The Griffin Riders have a lot of damage. He can very easily level up this Paladin. Quickly he can get it to level 3, 1, 2, perhaps this camp and then just push in. Lucker now choosing to clear out his expansion, perhaps counter expand, but he's not going to have the time to counter expand. The gold mine is about to expire. The main gold mine are about to expire. This is a factor that we didn't consider now. Hippo basically made the expansion his main by putting the castle there. From what I understand, Lucker will not be able to set up the expansion, and whatever engagement we have, if it turns out into a TP for both sides or either sides, Hippo will win the game because he has an expo and Lucker doesn't. Spirit Walker is dying in ethereal form. We got some blowing up coming in. That's a lot of Griffin Riders dying, but 2 of them are left out. This is Lucker's last chance to get back into the game. He needs to kill Hippo's army right now. Because if he doesn't, then Hippo's just gonna come back. Well, technically speaking, he can still come back even after his entire army dies, because he has the expansion. Lucker backing out. Very lucky that he managed to save both of his heroes. No wonder you call him Lucker. Hippo at the doorstep, knocking on those totems. I'm going to stay back. Now here's the thing, Lucker has no gold income, has like 700 gold, but that's just it. Hippo has a gold income, and more units are going to be coming in. There's no practical way for Lucker to actually come back, and Hippo can play very safe. And what do you have here? Beastmaster? I didn't even know when he picked that up. So just for some extra firepower, a Beastmaster got picked up by Hippo. Hippo can easily right-click kill this Farce here. Oh, Bat Riders! Now Hippo is going to be left with just his tri-hero combi. More Griffin Riders. Level 3 Paladin. Level 6 Blood Mage. And this is GG. We got a Phoenix on the field. There is one way Lucker can gain gold. If he has raiders and grunts, he can actually attack Hippo's buildings and gain gold by that. That's a very far-fetched idea, and it's not going to work out. GGWP by Lucker, and Hippo is your new Return to the Jungle champion, and also a 2-time Return to the Jungle champion.
Hello.
Hey Hippo, how you doing, man?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fine. So you are now a 2 times Return to the Jungle champion. How do you feel, man?
I'm quite happy that I managed to win again against a good opponent.
Very epic match indeed. You have been in the series since the beginning, and you just missed like one tournament, I believe. The rest of the tournaments you've always been there, and not only have you always been there, you've always been either a finalist or the bronze champion, if you have not won it yourself.
Yes.
So, which match would you consider was your favorite amongst the entire series?
Well, I enjoyed the last match, even though it was a lot more difficult than it should have been, I think.
Yeah.
It was fun to play, non-standard.
It's indeed very fun to play non-standard, and I loved your strategy of going in for the teching on the expansion. There's a lot of people that don't know the benefit of that as well, that you get to turn peasants into militiamen from the expansion as well.
Yes.
Very nice game, well played, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Alright people, then that would be all. We shall be wrapping up for today. Thank you for joining me, Hippo. I shall see you in the next one then.
Yes, thank you for hosting it again.
Will do. Bye bye. Alright people, that's it for today. Thank you for joining me on the stream. Thank you all the participants, Gameboy, Jockey, Remote, Demiurg, Lucker and Hippo of course for participating. This one was on the 4th of July and I was expecting the turn up to be as less as it was. Luckily we managed to get 7 people at least, and hopefully in the next one we'll be getting more guys in. And that would be all then. Thank you for joining me. We shall wrap it up for today. I shall see you in the next Return to the Jungle. Bye for now.